What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Golf Pit YouTube. We got Shane Eastman out here today. Really great young player, tons of power, really good, but we got one problem with our game, bud. What is it?
Wedges.
Our wedges.
Yeah.
What happens with them?
High and spinny.
High and spinny. Sometimes we'll get a couple thin ones out. You also mentioned to me a minute ago you were hurting somewhere, right?
Yeah, it's just my elbow.
Which elbow?
Right.
Right elbow. Okay, this is very interesting. The elbow, there is a good hurt on a golfer if it's an elbow, and it would be the left elbow, okay? The right elbow starts to hurt. That's the tennis elbow, okay? Yeah. That's a big sign. Any golfers out there that are experiencing any pain in their right elbow, what a great lesson for you, okay? Beautiful, sound struck well. Problem was, it was high, it was spinny, and you know what? You could swing as hard as you want there and it's not going much further, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, this is gonna be a great compression lesson for us for anybody struggling to compress the golf ball, and again, anybody with pain in their right arm. Good, so I want you to know what happens to you, bud, right here. Number one, the setup gets a little bit off. The ball position gets back because you're trying to get a little bit more compression. A lot of people try to do this, but here's what happens with you. Those long arms of yours, number one, the club doesn't set. Number two, they get lifted up really high. And number three, here's where the elbow pain comes from in the high flight, they get way behind our body, okay? So we need to do a lot of drills today where we get the club set a little bit better, we turn to chest high, and now we're gonna rip our hands in front of our body, okay? We need to do a lot of compression drills for you. These are wonderful for anybody, again, struggling with controlling their wedges. So watch this. I wanna get this club set right here. Look at the angle I've got between my hands and the club. And if I go just a couple more inches, I've almost got a 90-degree angle. We call this an L. If we look at your video, and I'll show you in just 1 second, your L doesn't get created until the very top of the swing. While that's happening, your very powerful lower body is opening up and the arms are falling behind. And again, all you're left with is this right arm to save it. So that's where the elbow pain is coming from, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go about chest high and we're gonna create a full L, okay? We're gonna then pull our hands down in front of us and try to get a little bit longer, deeper divot in front. Here's what it's gonna look like, all right? I'm gonna bump my hips forward. We gotta adjust the setup first. We gotta make sure the ball is in the middle. And here's the thing. We got to keep the feet square. We got to make sure that your upper body isn't fighting to get behind the golf ball with a back ball position. You've got to feel much more on your left foot and much more on top of your golf ball, right? The high shots come with a low point that's behind the golf ball moving up. I want to take my nose and my sternum and almost put it on the front edge of this golf ball. Now I'm going to create this L with a chest high swing. And now you can see I'm gonna hit that ball just as far as your 52 from kind of a half swing position, right? So again, you're gonna get this 52 to that white flag in no time. Jump up here, let's get the setup dialed in. Let's get your ball position a little bit more forward. Go ahead and do in your normal setup for you, okay? Good. And so normal setup, you can see ball gets a little bit back. Upper body now fights back, okay? So here's the thing. On a wedge, we want to feel our upper body leaning a little bit forward. We want the nose, the sternum, just maybe on the front edge of the golf ball. That's going to put the ball, the low point right in front. Now here's the big thing, is we got to take this lead shoulder. We got to push it back with our lead arm. Your hands are staying connected, but I want you to face full shoulder turn and have your hands be a half arm swing right here, okay? We're gonna get our left arm parallel to the ground. We're gonna have the full hinge. We're gonna have our hands, boom, right there. I want you to go to that spot again for me, okay? Good, much better setup. Dude, awesome right there, fantastic. Do it again and hold it. Watch this foot though, go ahead, do it one more time. You should really feel for a wedge like there's no pressure really in the outside of the back foot. It might be the inside, but I really want a lot of the pressure staying on the front foot, almost like all of it. When I hit that 58-degree wedge, dude, there you go, awesome. One more time, big shoulder turn, hands stay right in front of your chest. Good, awesome, okay? Now, what I want you to do, take a couple practice swings from there. Go up there and pause, and I want you to rip your hands down in front, pull your left arm and open up. Look where the divot was.
In front.
Down and in front, dude, nice. Welcome to a flighted wedge right there, okay? Same thing again. Your chest is gonna move your hands. You did a great job of getting your club more in front of you. But again, the issue was There was no hinge until the very end, and the arms would lift really high.
Does that come from like the left heel pressure?
Absolutely, absolutely. So as your left arm and your left shoulder and chest push back, you push into the grip. Oh my gosh, look how that happens. Last piece here, if this wrist is cupped, the face is open, we want it flat. Okay, flat, yeah, okay. So if we can get to that spot over and over, and you can use your body, bro, unbelievable, rip the hands and open up the hip. There you go, fantastic. You feel the difference?
Yeah.
You can already feel the golf ball coming out lower, right? Sweet, let's try to hit one like that. Get the setup, ball's gonna be more forward and we're gonna hit it lower. Odd, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna keep the pressure on the front foot. Awesome, and go to that spot for me once and stop. Chest and hands are looking at one another. Beautiful, dude, awesome. One more time. Good, and now you're just gonna rip it from there. Very nice, good. So we just hit that further than any of the other 52s, and we took a swing that was literally half the size, okay? So here's the thing I want you to remember. There's never a full swing with a wedge, with a lofted club. A 9-iron, a wedge, a 52, a 58, the most you'll ever get is shoulder high. The thing that's different between the long clubs and the wedges is the wedges will set a little quicker. The long clubs will set a little slower, okay? So if I had a driver in my hand, I might not see the full set until about here. If I have a wedge in my hand, I should be having that full set right here, okay? So again, we're gonna come in here, we're gonna feel the pressure into the heel pad, getting the club setting up and working up. Look at that, boom, awesome. And then I'm just gonna do that and accelerate my hands forward through the golf ball, okay?
Whoa.
Nothing makes me more excited than seeing low, tight wedges. It's like people, we love seeing them bomb the drives, but when I get people out here hitting low and tight wedges, there's nothing more, more fun to watch than that. Good. Good, ball a little bit more forward. Good, upper body leaning a little bit left. There you go, keep the pressure on the left foot. Go back to that spot, good, and then move the hands past your left leg. There it is. Check out the difference of these, dude. So here's the first ones. You can see ball way back. Feet open. Okay, Kev, I'll get you these videos. Look at how the hands go back with no hinge. No hinge. They're still not 90 degrees there.
Sit very late.
Still not 9. Now there's finally 90 and the club is setting. And now here it comes. Elbow. Look at the hands way back behind your right leg. Okay? Look at the release of the club behind the golf ball. And now the ball's shooting way up. All right, watch this one here. There's the ball getting more forward. Here's us setting the club a little bit better. Oh. Whoa, way better. Chest and hands is together, beautiful, huge thing. And now from here, we're gonna accelerate the left arm. You're not gonna feel yourself open up as hard. This shot, look at how the hands get way more in front of you. Oh my gosh, okay? This shot is really feeling like you're taking a medicine ball and you're throwing it down in front of you, okay? I want you to really feel like your hands get past the golf ball. That's what's gonna flight it down for us, okay? Lee Trevino, a wonderful, wonderful player, used to always do this drill for compression, all right? He would take an alignment rod and he'd put it right here at the golf ball, and he would say that when he hit the golf ball, he would try to get 2/3 of the shaft past the alignment rod, okay? For you, in the last swing we just saw, we were here. There's the high ones. There's you hitting it as hard as you can and it only going higher and shorter, right? So the key is when I want to hit a wedge further, I really have to feel myself intentionally hit it lower, all right? I want to feel my chest turn over my front foot and I want to really try to feel like my hands get past the golf ball. Notice where the finish is, right? Much lower. When you get your hands in front of you like that more, your finish is going to be much more here versus when they're behind you, a much higher finish, okay? So same thing, you can use that feel to try to get your hands and your grip past that golf ball and that alignment rod before you hit it. Turn it back there with your body. Good, rip it. Ooh, that was a different sound, different flight. Awesome. Go ahead and watch this. Go up there, put your hand, your back of your palm into my hand. Boom. Awesome right there. That's how you're going to deliver the club. Hold on, do that again for me. Good, move it down. Yeah, bro. Fantastic. Good. Good. There's the sound.
That was so low.
There's the shorter finish. So low, right? Good. Oh, Dude, let's go. Like I said, nothing makes me happier than like a little low, tight draw with a wedge, okay? That's what you gotta practice. It's easy to hit it high. You know, the best players in the world try to hit their lofted clubs lower and their 4-irons and less lofted clubs higher, okay? The high long clubs for you is easy.
Yeah.
This is the challenge for somebody with power and who's tall and length. I mean, you've grown 6 inches or 7 inches in the last year, right? So getting used to these limbs, keeping everything connected, a big part of it, this is everything you should be practicing when you're out there for half the time.
It's the same with like up to like most clubs?
I do it with like an 8-iron. Yeah, I mean, your hinge is gonna be the same. You definitely need to make sure that we're hinging the club a little bit better and that we're keeping the hands moving in front of us. Good. Oh. So we're taking half the swing and the ball is going further, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. And when you're practicing your wedges, again, this is the trajectory. You're always, if you're trying to get the most out of a wedge, I'm thinking shorter swing, slower swing, and lower with faster hands. I'm not doing anything with a big swing. If I get a wedge in my hand, a lofted club, even an 8-iron, I am shoulder high in my mind at the most, okay? And then I'm feeling the lower body be a little quieter and the hands just accelerate in front of me. Trying to hit it as low as I can. There you go, bud. Awesome right there. Ooh, there's the white flag power.
Yeah.
Oh, the sound and the height, right?
Yeah. And the distance.
Very, very different, okay? And again, you're doing it with a much less swing. This is gonna be way more consistent for you and repeatable.
That was a horrible swing.
What'd you feel?
I feel like when my hand's late.
Hands were late. If your hands are late, the same thing is always early, and what's early and quick?
Body releasing.
The body releasing. Your body gets way in front, and the body getting way in front is the auto, ow, my right elbow starts to hurt. We're not playing tennis, we're playing golf. I want you really feeling like two things. Either one, the left arm is pulling, or the right elbow is driving. Look at that position I put in.
Like throwing a rock?
Boom. Like skipping the stone, dude. Absolutely, bro. Perfect. Kev, get a face onto that. Do that again for me. And that's what the pump drill is gonna be. It's gonna be that right elbow driving in front like you're skipping a rock. Oh. Yes, awesome. Oh. How's that feel?
Sounded way better.
Yeah.
Went the same distance.
Best wedge players in the world, they hit it a little bit more from the inside, they hit down on it, and they feel like they hit a little low draw. And that's the shot you really want to practice. So when I get in here, I'm not looking at the back of the ball, I'm actually looking like almost right on top of it and on the inside corner. Okay, that was another thing that Trevino said. He also always said that he would work on hitting the inside corner of the golf ball, okay? So we get in here, we make this nice set, we come down, my elbow's in front like I'm skipping a stone, my hands are here, and then I can let the club release out in front here, nice and long. I'm gonna be able to keep it low. This thing will be rocketed out there. Inside corner, flight it low, okay? I want to hear some speed out here, and I want to see a stop below this. Good. Try to keep this club from hitting it. It's going to be your core. Low as you can. Atta boy. And you don't need to go left as much. I want you to try to finish down the line, okay? Just hold it and square up the hips. Beautiful. Atta boy. Awesome again. Good. And I come in front of you there because I want you to try to feel like when you finish this shot right here, like your hands are still in front of your chest versus over here, okay? They want to go over there for one reason, because they've been so far behind, you have great rotational speed and you open up, and anytime you're opening up and the hands are behind, they're naturally going to create a finish that's really low left. I want you to finish a little bit more in front of you, or even what feels like a little bit out to the right. Okay, that's what's gonna take this golf ball and then hit it another level. There you go. Awesome, dude. Again. Oh, thumpy. That's one of my favorite shots in golf, is a lofted club that comes out with that sound and is that low and tight. And the beautiful thing, that thing's gonna cut through the wind, it's not gonna get touched by the wind, and it's still gonna land soft. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But this is, again, a big thing that has to happen for the whole game for you right now, and that's what's gonna help the right elbow pain go away. Boom, yep. Right idea. Oh, there it is. Very different finish, right?
Yeah.
Look at how far that one goes.
Wow, that was like perfect contact.
Yeah, so again, but everything is like, we always talk about the divot, the finish, everything is a crime scene of what happened before. So when you finish with the hips kind of forward and the upper body back and the club long, you know that the hands were way behind. You know the ball's coming out high and it's only going a certain distance, right? When you can really start to get in there, rip the hands, and have everything stop right out in front of my chest here, holy cow, now you're talking, okay? So again, I always want you to be striving for a little bit of a lower finish with your wedges, shorter backswings, lower finish, flight them low, trying to hit little trap draws. Good. Awesome.